Hey everyone, let's welcome Paul Casey from Crushers GC. Paul, you are the solo clubhouse leader. You fired off a 7-under today. Tell us a little bit about your round.
Thanks, Jane. Good round of golf, bogey-free. I say a really good round of golf. One that made me, I was really happy with. You know, was the highlights would be the eagle on 13. Long putt on 13, and then really the par save on 18 were probably, par save on 18 was huge. It's such a difficult hole. As, you know, I made bogey down there in the playoff last year against Abe, and it's got our full respect every time we play it. So to find the water, take a drop, and then chip in for par was huge and kept the round going.
What is it about this course? Obviously, you played so well here last year. You're already off to an incredible start this year. What is it about this course that you love so much?
I mean, there's a lot of elements. It's sometimes when you play well at golf courses, there's a lot goes into it. It's just the feeling you get. Playing with the captain Andy yesterday, you know, we spoke at length about it. It's obviously great architecture. It's got history, but there's also a vibe. And sometimes when an event has a vibe, you know, everything from we've got a great hotel this week, the people. I mean, the only thing that's not amazing so far is maybe the weather. A bit too cold for my liking, but it's a place that, you know, Hong Kong's one of those cities where I would come back here in a heartbeat just to visit and travel to and experience. So that's part of it. And you know, sometimes you need the whole package to kind of give you that vibe for the week.
So obviously the last 2 days have been really cold, really wet. It's supposed to dry up tomorrow. I think the weather's supposed to be about 10 degrees warmer. How is that going to impact your game?
I like that. That's perfect. But everybody else will like that too. So no, it shortens things up a little bit. But it's, you know, the golf course, if anything, will probably have more teeth because as things dry out, the greens will get a bit firmer, get a bit faster. That makes the pin positions just play a little bit harder. And if the wind retains as it swirls around this property, it's just a difficult thing to judge. So who knows which way the scores go.
The Crushers are sitting at 12 under. They are in first place as well. Obviously, your whole team loves this golf course. How exciting is it that the Crushers are on top of the leaderboard too?
It is, and I having played with Charles and Barn today, Barn didn't necessarily have his best. So you know, when we've fully respect every team out here, and to be sitting at the top of the leaderboard. I mean, obviously it helps with my round of golf today, but with Barn not having his best, and yet we're still at the top, I think lifts us because you know Barn will come out firing in all cylinders tomorrow, and Charles too. You know, Charles didn't play his best and I think shot 3 under. And Bryson's Bryson. We know what he's capable of. So, you know, we respect everybody and we don't take it for granted, but we're going to knuckle down and keep pushing ahead.
So with all 4 scores counting this year for all 3 rounds, you guys are the defending champs. Can you guys do it again?
Yes.
I love it. Last question. We asked Bryson earlier when he was in here. We said, how proud are you of Paul? He's like, I'm super proud of him, but I'm going to go out there and kick his ass. What are your thoughts?
Awesome. That's great. What can I say? You know, look, I'm a lot older than he is, and his accomplishments on the golf course speak for themselves. But I think I always enjoy playing with him. You know, his ability with the golf ball is second to none. He can drive the golf ball like nobody else, really, on the planet, playing tour golf. And but every time I want to go out there, I try and beat him. And so the final round last year, playing with him, paired with him, and holding that bunker shot on 16, and I'll not lie, there's an element where I want to beat him.
Yeah.
And so I think he feels that too. So wherever we finished in the rankings last year, maybe 10th and 12th or something like that, respectively, wherever we were, you have to look it up. But I'm like, no, I want to beat him this year.
You're driving each other, which is great. Awesome. I'll open it up to the media. Over there? Yeah, that's perfect.
Hello, mate. I'm good.
It's good to see you again in Hong Kong.
Good to be back.
You started on the 8th today, right? So generally in this course, the kind of back 9 is known as the kind of scoring 9. And you got on that little roll with the birdie at 12 and then the eagle at 13. Does that, knowing that there's a few kind of scoring holes coming up, does that really get you going? Like, the shotgun starts kind of...
It's such a strange one. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a weird one because starting on 8 and then 9 is such a difficult hole.
Yeah.
And it's when we started the shotgun starts, it's amazing how a lot of discussion in the locker room or the lounge on, you know, is it better to start on easy holes, harder holes? And it's weird how I've kind of enjoyed starting on the trickier section of a golf course. So I felt today if I can get, eight's not an easy par 3. In fact, there's not an easy starting hole out here, in fairness, because they're all difficult tee shots in their own right. But get through 9, I thought there's an opportunity there. Now, I didn't birdie 10 and didn't birdie 11, but had to wait till 12. It plays a role, yeah, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't really want to start on 18 every day, would you? I mean, it's not the easiest. But if you can get through it, or if you make a birdie, you feel like you're ahead of everybody.
I mean, say you missed opportunity on 10, but 10 was a very tough pin today.
Tough pin, yeah.
I mean, how was it playing in it? Because if you're just short of that flag, you're going to go back in.
But isn't that this golf course in a nutshell? Because this golf course sort of dangles. It's like, look at the... I mean, it's such a pretty golf course. It's great architecture, and it looks like you can get after every single hole. And technically you can, but if you get it wrong, you can look very foolish. And I think that's the beauty of it.
You've always liked, during your career, which, is quite long now, I hate to say, but I remember you winning the Volvo China Open back in the day.
Just over there.
Just over there, yeah. And, I don't know how many years ago that was now, but it's got to be pushing... It's more than a decade.
It's probably 15 or so, yeah. 15
or so, yeah. I mean, so you've always liked playing in this part of the world and in Asia. You've played here a lot when you're on the European tour as well. So what do you like about it out here in general?
I pride myself. I think I've won in 13 different countries. So, I mean, I've always been a global traveller and enjoyed the challenge, and trying to tick another country off on the win list is something I've always excited me. And to win round golf courses with history that are iconic, and so you can be assured that I'm trying very hard this week, because I'd love to add this one to the list.
Well, we like having you back here in Hong Kong. Well,
anyone else?
Sweet.
Okay, excellent.
Thanks, Jane.
Good luck tomorrow, Paul. Be rooting for you.
Thank you.